Okay, welcome back to KenSmithFishing.com. We are now, we've broken down, we've given you an overview of the whole lake. We've talked about the easily arm, we've talked about the ash arm. Now let's talk about just sort of the big lake down here. So this is an area known, so you've got Powell Park. Let me make sure I've got my map set up right here. I think I can zoom this in for you a bit. So you have Powell Park, come around the corner, there's a couple of islands, there's a big island here. At one time, this was all grass flats out here. There's not any grass out there right now, but if you see this video some point in the future, there's every chance in the world that's all grass flats again. Come around the corner, and now you're starting back up west up the lake. So you've got little farmers, big farmers. You have what's known as Five Fingers, pretty explanatory why it's that way. You have Norris, you have Little Norris, you have Coleman, and you have Little Coleman before you get to Veach Basin. Now, to a large degree, from Umphrey Pavilion all the way to Caney, which is right here, is open. I will tell you, below Pool, probably 158, 160-ish, there is some scattered timber out here. Frankly, I think you just got to be really unlucky to find that. However, there is one patch of timber that I'm going to point out to you, and at Pool at 164, Rayburn Pool is 164. At Pool, you're safe from this, but let me make sure I'm in the right place. Right here, that is Five Fingers. Right out here in the mouth of Five Fingers, somewhere in this vicinity, right out here, there is a patch of timber. I'm going to give you a waypoint for that patch. This patch is pretty big. It kind of runs this way. All right, I'm going to give you a big giant tree right in the middle of it. What I would tell you is from this waypoint, just stay 300-400 yards away from it any way around, and you should be clear of that patch of timber. So that waypoint is 31.07.026 by 93.08.491. That's going to be that large piece of wood in the middle of that patch of timber. As you're going out west, just be careful right there. Otherwise, you can pretty much run all of this. There are some long points sticking out if the water's down. If the water gets down in the 150s, be careful. Just stay off the bank on these points. But you can run that all the way until you get to Veach Basin. And I'm going to give you some numbers in Veach Basin as well. All right, so as you're running up the lake and you want to go into Veach, this is the only place I've ever hit anything. I actually tore the bottom out of a skeeter of mine. And you see I've kind of got it drawn out here. So there's an island out in the mouth of Veach, and there is a line of timber that pretty much is shaped like that. This timber sticks much further out in the lake than what, obviously I hit something there and I knew it was there, but then most people think. So I'm going to give you a series of waypoints, one sort of here, one here, and then one on the corner. Enter these into your GPS. Basically then if you want to run into Veach, you just stay out to the south, if you would, of those waypoints. Once you make that corner waypoint, you can run in here, you can run back here, just don't run this way. So you can run any of this stuff back here pretty much wide open. Now this point and this point are shallow way out, but generally speaking, if you run shallow on those points, somebody's going to be screaming at you anyway because somebody's probably going to be fishing out there up into those points. So here are our Veach points. The southernmost, which really in fact, yeah, I guess that's right, the southernmost waypoint is going to be 3109.772 by 94.12.405. The next one up is 3110.069 by 94.12.639. And sort of your corner point up here, which I call the northeast corner, is going to be 3110.257 by 94.12.758. Okay? So you can run that. You can stay on this side as long as, so this is the Angelina River. By the way, as you go up the lake, Let me back out, sorry about that. This is the Angelina River out here. As you continue up the lake, obviously be careful with those stumps, but if you will stay on this side of the river, you're safe all the way to Harvey. All right, that big creek right here, that's Harvey Creek. Now, the danger here is what's called the Black Forest. You see I've gotten a square drawn. I'm going to give you a waypoint there, I'm going to give you a waypoint there, I'm going to give you a couple down the back side, I'm going to give you a waypoint here, and then the north border, which that's correct, that would be really the northeast border, is the river, okay? So let me give you those waypoints. I tell you what, rather than doing that, let's take a break here. So we've given you around Powell all the way to Veach. We've talked about that most of this is clear. We're going to come back, we're going to talk about Caney, and then we're going to talk about the forest and how you run this section of the lake. So let's do that on the next video. We'll be right back.